simple terms, can you just talk us through how people can access this relief?
Sure. I might ask Murray, the Minister, to go through some of that detail.
Sure. In simple terms, the easiest way for people to access that is through the Western Australian Department of Communities. They're actively getting the processes up and running, including intending to send people out to Fitzroy Crossing and some of the affected communities to assist people to apply for grants. We want to make this system as easy as possible for people and not bury them in paperwork. So we're looking and working collectively with the state government to make sure that there are personnel on the ground. Could I just mention one other form of assistance that the federal government is making available today in the affected council areas is the Disaster Recovery Allowance. That is a 13-week payment that is available at the job seeker rate for people who aren't able to get to their work or their business because of floods, either because the roads are cut off or the business that they work in is damaged. That money can be available now to people through the Services Australia website and hotline. And also, just putting my agriculture hat on briefly, we've had some discussions over the weekend with the Kimberley Cattlemen's Association. Obviously, there's likely to be extremely severe impacts on cattle properties with a loss of stock. We're working through what the exact form of damage is, but one of the other assistance measures that's been announced today by our two governments are freight subsidies for farmers. For instance, to be able to transport fodder as well. And again, that kind of assistance can be accessed through the Department of Communities.
While you're there, maybe just on the livestock, do you have any idea how many cattle or percentage of cattle will be lost in the region? Yeah,
no one has really been able to put a good estimate on that at this point in time. I have, as I say, spoken to the association over the weekend and the Western Australian Ag Minister, Jackie Jarvis. I think it's just fair to say it's likely to be extensive, but it's a bit too early to tell exactly how much.
Do we know how much a household could probably get from this assistance, generally speaking?
Yeah, so the emergency assistance that's been announced today is intended as immediate, relatively small emergency assistance of about $200 per person up to about $800 per household. But as the Prime Minister said, there's also assistance for things like house repairs, household contents, and in some cases that can be worth up to about $10,000 per household.